All right, hi everyone. I'm Natalie. I'm your local environmental sustainability coordinator, and we're gonna do. Is this closer? Oh, better, like this. Okay. We're going to do some waste reduction training. I'm really excited. We've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm really excited to get you all involved. Um, First things first. Can anyone guess approximately how much the University of Guelph sent to landfill last year in 2018? Fun trivia. Anybody? Nobody? Not even you guys? No? All right. So 25,000 pounds? Close. So 2,050.74 metric tons were landfilled at U of G, and we're really underreporting these numbers. Yeah. So that's not great. A lot. So like I looked up how much elephants weighed earlier. Sometimes they're around a metric ton, so that many elephants. It's a lot. Like it's a really hard number to conceptualize, but yeah, more. Yeah, so it's really a lot. But I'm not about that doom and gloom, so let's try and do something positive about it, I guess. One thing you can do is compost. Compost is really exciting. It's what I do all day, and this is Aiden and Lena over here. They compost all day. Fun stuff. Our compost program is really unique and interesting. So the way that it came to be, has anyone heard of the Guelph Center for Urban Organic Farming? Yeah, so that's our on-campus learning farm. So there was a student in 2012, and her name is Carolyn Chan. And she thought, like, why is there no compost on this campus? So she approached Martha at the Guelph Center for Urban Organic Farming, and she brought some coffee grinds from, does anyone remember the Williams in the library? Back when, in the dinosaur age, when that was there? So they brought some coffee grinds over, and that's how our compost program came to be. So I work for the sustainability office, and in around 2012, Carolyn Chan got together with our office, and they started a volunteer program called Coffee to Compost, which has turned into the composting program you see today. So right now we're servicing all of the coffee shops and kitchens, soon to be after we have yours on campus, which is pretty exciting. So why are we doing this at all? So shortly, diverting waste from landfill, that's our main goal. We give nutrients back to the soil, and food waste produces methane, which is 30 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So if you hear about climate change, greenhouse gases, that's what that is. When we bring our compost to the Guelph Center for Urban Organic Farming, all the nutrients, instead of going to landfill and being converted to methane, instead get turned into nutrients in the soil. And then students grow delicious vegetables and fruits and flowers. And then all of that goes to VJ in the Level Zero kitchen or Valerie in Creelman kitchen. So that's like our very own little circular food economy. Use it as well. Amazing. Yeah. So do you like it? Do you like the stuff you get? It's awesome. It's amazing stuff. So as well as supplying local kitchens, we also, you'll see students, biking away from the farm with kale leaves bobbing out of their backpacks. So we also have a community market. Here are some flowers, pollinators. We have a Bee Campus certification on campus. So yeah, it's really great for wild pollinators. This is one of our students, Victoria, holding a zucchini. Just kind of trying to dispel this myth of like organic produce not being very robust. It's very robust and it's incredible stuff. Oh, my slides are out of order. So basically for composting, the way it works is that's my extension. Just call me the day before you need a pickup. So it's extension 58129. Fill up your bins all the way. Don't overfill them because then we get chili spilling all over the back of our truck, which nobody likes. Use as few bins as possible. So we have a very small pickup truck and we have a very small team. So our truck fills 12, 14, this new truck, 14, yeah, 13, 14 bins. So if all of them are half filled, then we're making double the trip. So we don't want to do that. So that's basically all for composting, except for something I'm going to touch on a little bit later. The next thing, recycling, which we all have heard about since we were kids. Usually we think it's intuitive, but a lot of times it's really not. So for instance, in the city of Guelph, certain things are recyclable that aren't recyclable in Toronto. So in Toronto, black plastic isn't recyclable. Black plastic, certain kinds are recyclable in Guelph. Does anyone know if coffee cups are recyclable? No. So they're paper cups. So, logically you'd think, okay, paper cups recycling, but they're not. They're actually coated with a plasticky coating on the inside, so that makes them landfill garbage. So that's actually one of our biggest contaminants on campus. So basically, very small, like few rules for recycling. Clean cans and cardboard only. Please compact your cardboard. That way the bin, can fit more stuff in it. And don't use blue bags. A lot of places in Guelph are still using blue bags. They were banned by the city a while ago. Yeah, they kind of tie up all the equipment at the Waste Resource Innovation Center, which also is a really fun place to go for a tour. Yeah, don't contaminate the recycling or the compost. A lot of times people think, oh, maybe if I put it in here, there'll be, some way they're gonna recycle it. But in general, it's not recyclable. And the most important thing, if something's going wrong, contact me. And one thing I just also wanna do, I'm just gonna list off a few items. We're gonna see who knows how to sort. Dryer lint. Yeah, a lot of people think it's compostable because they think, natural fibers, but most of our fibers are like, polyester and stuff like that. Coffee filters. Yeah. Pizza boxes covered in grease. Compost. Yeah. And if they're clean-ish, then you can recycle them. Tea bags. I tricked you. Sometimes compost, sometimes they're plasticky. But for the most part. Chip bags. Garbage. Plastic bags. Garbage. A lot of the times in other municipalities, they would recycle them, but in Guelph, they're garbage. Cat litter. Actually, apparently compostable in Guelph. So again, depends on the municipality. So a lot of the time, it's hard to tell. But yeah, that's basically all I've got. Does anyone have any questions about anything at all? Also, if you're, another thing is if you're looking into purchasing, a lot of the time, people will think like, oh, like we need to get rid of our plastic straws, like we should get compostable straws. It's a lot better to reduce instead of looking for alternatives. So if you need to have, the compostable alternative for something, look into it. So for instance, in the UC, they're looking at getting rid of their ketchup, the little cups, right? So instead of going for a compostable one, why not just have people put it on the side of their plate? So things like that. Yeah, so that's the sustainability office. That's what we do. We also have, I think, 300 student volunteers and I think 16 different student programs. Yeah, so if you want to get involved in any of those, reach out. That's all I got. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so we're only leaving you guys with a very small amount of bins so that as soon as they're full, you guys can call us and we'll come pick them up. So depending on the location, like some locations we pick up every day, some locations we pick up. Oh, wow. You could. You could keep the coffee separate. Yeah, if you wanted to keep the coffee separate. So basically, how we're doing it this year, our coffee grinds are still going to go to Martha at the farm and some of our kitchen waste, but right now we're kind of maxed out. So the city of Guelph will actually be collecting your kitchen stuff. But if you want to separate the coffee, we can bring the coffee to Martha. That's not a problem. She'd like that. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah. She's got incredible stuff. She grows figs and she grows all kinds of, like she grows bitter melon. Yeah. Yeah. People, the organics conference is coming up mid-January. So if you're interested in gardening or seeds, yeah, people flock to that booth for all the dried seeds and garlic and all that stuff. Yeah. Any other questions?